Welcome to the Channel Partner Conference. I will talk to you today about excitation, especially stressed on Unitrol 1000, the AVR from ABB. Shortly to myself, my name is Leo Lefrey. I work in ABB since 2018 as a sales specialist for the AVRs and Unitrol 1000 portfolio. Part of ABB's ambition in this sector is to grow with the channel partners, and that's why today I will present you Unitrol 1000 and also why is ABB looking for channel partners. What do we have to gain between each other? First part of this presentation will deal about the business opportunity. What is excitation? Where can you find it? What is the added value you can bring with our products? And also finally to give you a short overview about what products ABB has in this sector. Basics of a power generation system is to convert primary energy into a mechanical energy, and then let's say based on this mechanical energy provide this to either you at home, consumer of electricity, and that's where the excitation comes in. Let's say you have a generator or a motor which needs to be controlled, a synchronous motor, synchronous generator, and every synchronous machine you need an excitation. And that's where you as a channel partner can find additional value for you, already having, for example, automation portfolio or control portfolio. Excitation is coming up, or let's say binded with the generator application. Where do you need an excitation system? I tried to give you now a short, let's say, approach about where you can find this. I always like to show 3 dimensions. The first dimension is either a synchronous generator or synchronous motor in this application. Power plants or island modes, more focused on industries. Let's say these are 2 main differences where either you generate power for, let's say, a distribution network where you need to connect the unit to a grid. And on the second level, the industries where you just need a local supply of power to the power plant, which can be really remote in the desert or connected to also, for example, partly to the utility system. The third dimension would then be brownfield and greenfield. That's also, let's say, a different business setup. Greenfield we call it in ABB, these are the new units coming into operation, and the brownfield is units which are already in operation but need, let's say, refurbishment or upgrades to a new standard. Can be also maintenance, and with that, basically, you cover the 3 types of applications. Let's say the 3 dimensions of where to find and where do you need an excitation. Pictured also here the market sizes. The market size, this is estimated on ABB's own researches and also based on external company researches. The market size for the synchronous generators is approximately 700 million per year, and for the motor business, synchronous motors, it's $50 million per year. Pictured here is the 2 different types of excitation. The first one, so-called static excitation, is referring to the Unitrol 6000 portfolio of ABB. This is more fitted for higher currents, also bigger systems, generators going up to 1 gigawatt. And on the lower end, what I will stress the presentation more on today is the so-called indirect excitation, where you need an AVR to control and regulate the field current. And this is a way less, let's say, way less complicated system where you can also, you as a channel partner, step into, and without being certified as it is, for example, with Unitrol 6000, with Unitrol 1000, you can basically get a product from ABB and do your own integration in the control cabinet. The market size of excitation distinguished again between 2 categories. The first one is the greenfield, which are the new applications. Here I pictured the units, all the units between 1 and 1000 megawatts going into the field. These are 44,000 per year. Some of them are also directly going into the other part, which is the brownfield, because sometimes you have, for the small, especially for the smaller sizes of machines, you just replace one by one the full genset, either by the generator, motor, or the engine combined. But they are also markets in, let's say, the right side of the slide, where actually the power plant owner or the motor owner wants just to refurbish or to maintain its excitation system up to date. And this is for you as a channel partner a huge opportunity to represent ABB in this segment. Pictured here summarized everything ABB is supplying in excitation and synchronizing. In the middle left, you have the Unitrol 1000 portfolio, about which I will speak later on in my second part. On the right, you have the Unitrol 6000 portfolio, static excitation. And on the total right, we have also the Megatrol, which is a combination of starting drive and the excitation. On the total left, you have the synchronizing equipment, the SynchroTact 6. You might also have encountered this, for example, in substations to synchronize the bus bars or the generator. A short word about grid code compliance. You have probably heard about it if you are in a country which has strong regulations when it comes to connecting a unit to the grid. Grid code compliance is mainly needed when you are about to either connect a new unit to the grid, or if you have renewed the control part and you need to prove that your unit is still compliant with the TSOs. TSO are the transmission system operators, and they have, depending on the country, some strict regulation about the behavior of your excitation and the synchronous machine when it comes to connecting to the network. And ABB, added to the fact that we can also provide you the device as it is, we can also support you in getting these grid code compliance certificates, either for power plants, mainly for power plants, by the way, where you could basically use our expertise in this domain and provide to your customer a full excitation refurbishment plus grid code certification, meaning that you use our people to prove that your power plant that you are upgrading, or to prove that your job is compliant and can go on the grid. Where to find our units? I spoke to you before about brownfield. Brownfield means that ABB has already supplied in the past systems in the field. This is mainly the four categories of areas, let's say, where you can find one of our Unitrol, mainly present in power generation, but also present in marine and traction. And on the total right, we have the synchronous motor business. The size of the machine can also vary quite much. ABB's portfolio is expanding from 1 megawatt until 1000 megawatt. On the side of 1 megawatt day, it will be more Unitrol 1000. And on the bigger machines up to 1000 megawatt, it will then be more Unitrol 6000 you will find.